Alright, here's the deal. I've been feeling a little left out. Everybody's getting the new Black Pearl set, and it kind of sucks. Because of that, I have decided to do a video reviewing my Black Pearl. Which I personally believe might not be superior in every other way, but in a particular few, I think it might just have a chance. For starters, if I can get it down, there we go. The figurehead, I personally believe, is more accurate of a color, especially because they did the back differently. Moving on, you can see I have all can flaps open here. The cannons, I do like their cannons. They did a good job. I was happy they didn't use the leg cannons, but there's one flaw. Actually, there are two flaws. In fact, there are a few flaws. But these flaws, to me, the worst one, the lack of cannons on the Lego one, it hurts. It's miserable. It's bad. We are missing the entire upper deck of cannons, which that especially is a problem. Down below, I believe they only have 8. There should be 9, which I have 9. Just putting that out there. Mine do not open, though, with a little mechanism, so I'm losing there. But besides that aspect, I'm going to give myself a point for that. Moving on to my statement about the figurehead, so technically moving back. This is my figurehead. It is the dark gray. In the movie, if you watch the first one, Curse of the Black Pearl, we get a close-up where it looks pretty much dark gray. So I'm going with dark gray. And then another thing that I prefer here is that I use this Falcon piece. I know it's got the black top and the orange beak, or yellow beak, but I think it's more accurate with the wings out than theirs. However, where mine does start to fall apart is you might be noticing a lack of sail here. You also might be noticing a lack of good boat shaping, considering mine is a nice big old rectangle. However, even with it being a rectangle, which it most certainly is, I did still get some of the hull curvature and some very slight raising of the cannons. I am going to give this simply to myself because this was the first ship I ever made. Okay, we can refer to my newest one, the Surprise. Like you can see the slooping word. Stay out of this, you little bastard. The sloping works much better on this one, and look at that. It's not exactly a rectangle. It's more of a boat shape. So again, rectangle, not rectangle. Legos is not a rectangle, so they definitely get the point on shape. On to minifigures. Lego kind of, they're like cheating, okay? It's not fair. I can't make my own figures. I don't have a UV printer. I tried. I'm still waiting, Joshua. That was a bad hit. I'm sorry. However, I do have Gibbs. We got Barbosa Jack. I have a Cotton. I made this Cotton before Lego made a Cotton. He came out when this Black Pearl came out like 2 years ago right now. We don't talk about him. We got Norrington in the rigging. We have a Marty. I am the most proud of this Marty. I even did a little painting on the face, and I think he looks spectacular. I hit a cannon. I think he looks really good. I am proud of Marty. Again, before Lego even made a Marty. Unbelievable. And look what I had all to myself. So joyful. Elizabeth facing backwards. Bootstrap. We get into some characters that probably shouldn't be here, but due to Lego making a lack of skin tone pirates, we kind of get that mess, especially because I have frickin' Ranger over here stealing all of my crew so that I can put that together with that one, and that's just mean. However, I will say the yellow actually works rather well. I was surprised, but that's a sad little thing. All right, back to the pearl. Look at the back. Look at my fantastic fish. I know that this isn't quite accurate. I know that there's a lot of problems. Rectangle. But I'm actually proud of this. I know it might sound stupid, but considering my first boat, I think I did a good job. And then moving on the side, this was a pain. Other side has 4 because the cats ate one. My cats like to climb on the shelves. And then this side has the closed flaps. And then the anchors, which are definitely not at all stolen from the Lego game. In any way at all. And then we also have a nice ladder, which is also definitely not stolen from a Lego set technique. Alright, so after taking off the top and this whole piece, we have access to this section of the boat. This can't come off, it's just a bit of a pain, but this is probably one of the things I'm most proud of about this mod. It's the captain's cabin. Yeah, so you got a bed, the musket rack, which we see in like 2 scenes in the movie, little globe, and then up top, this is the real good stuff. So we have the nice little like wraparound, and then of course the charts and the scissors from the "Why is the rum always gone" scene. But yeah, and here is the gun deck all opened up. So that's the main interior I got here. I do believe it personally has a little more to offer than the Lego set, considering that you can actually open it up. The cannons can roll in and out. Port flaps or cannon flaps can open and close, as you see. I have cannonballs, powder charges, worms, swabs, slow match. There we go. Yeah, it's not a ton of stuff, but it's a lot of room to put figures. And also in the back, of course, stop blowing holes in my ship scene, because I had to throw the brig in there somewhere. And some little cargo. And because I had him, we got Hadris in there. But yeah. Alright, so, in conclusion, I don't know why I was giving points. I wasn't keeping track of anything. So let's just skip to the final. Is Legos better than mine? Yes it is. They are in fact Lego. They are the company that makes these bricks. They also make minifigures. However, their Marty minifigure was maddeningly unhelpful. In fact, it was even more than less maddeningly unhelpful, because I already made a pretty good one, in my personal opinion. Is mine a rectangle? Yes, but does Legos have the correct amount of cannons? No. And for that, I will be taking a W, simply because I'm looking for anything. I do have scale, I believe. My scale might be a little off, but it is bigger, considering that I can fit both rowboats, a cannon, and a minifigure in between, which is much more movie accurate. Trying to think of what else to say, but let's sit back again. Legos also has the non-waterline model, which is kind of mean, because that looks really good on a shelf, but mine looks good when it's in the water. We're going to go with that. You can also see, because yes, I'll keep on talking, my 2 pirate friends I got down here. He's kind of cut out. And then also I have my Lego skeleton with dynamite, who will ideally blow up this video. I'm hilarious. Thank you for watching. For some unknown reason, you poor person. Alright, there we go. Oh shit, wait, how did I do this? And now it goes the other way. Where went the cannon switch? Freaking limbo in here. This bullshit. Don't hit me. Freaking curse of the black pearl. This is the cursed black pearl. This thing can't stay together.